What's good, everybody? Rhetorical question in life. My name is Heavy Bree, and welcome to the Heavy Bree channel. Today we got a special video for you guys. For those of you that are familiar with my podcast, The Bree Set, on Spotify and soon to be on other platforms, go check it out if you haven't. Today I will be doing my very first Bree view. On the Bree Set, I do these podcasts where I review movies and shows and other stuff that I get into, and I have to like tell the audience about these shows and review them and everything. Well, today here on YouTube or whatever you're watching this is on, like YouTube, Instagram, whatever. I'm doing my very first video review, and the movie we're doing today, I'm going to be discussing today, is A Quiet Place Day One, a prequel to the first two movies, A Quiet Place and A Quiet Place Part 2. This movie was directed by Michael Soronowski. It's starring the beautiful Lupita Nyong'o, Joseph Quinn, Alex Wolff, and reprising his role from the second movie. If you've seen the second movie, you probably know who I'm talking about, Jaemon Hussein. The premise of this movie is about these. So the first two movies. Let's give a brief premise about the first two movies. So the Quiet Place series is about these killer alien librarians that fall down to Earth, and they just start wrecking everything that makes a sound. These things are like ornery as hell. Anything that makes a sound, car alarms, people, you sneeze too loud, you breathe too loud, they will come find you. If you step on some glass, these things will hunt you down and they will destroy you. And I don't even know if they're eating people. They come in and they just wreck everything, like any kind of noise, shattered glass, a car, anything, like a cat, a raccoon. These things will wreck anything, and it's a very scary and fascinating stuff. But the first two movies took place in a more rural setting, like in the countryside and all that. With this movie, with this prequel, this movie takes place in one of the loudest places on earth, New York City. That's right. This movie takes place in New York City. Y'all saw for anybody who's seen the first two movies, y'all saw how it was, like where they were at, like in the countryside and everything. Now imagine these things falling, these angry, like grumpy alien things falling down to Earth, and they land in New York City, the loudest place in the world. They are going to have I'm gonna try to cuss, not to swear, so I don't want to get demonetized. They're having a fit, they're having a fit, and they just mess everything up, man. But we'll get into that in just a second. So the movie it follows Lupita Nyong'o's character Sam, who is she's suffering from a rare disease, and she's like doesn't have much time left, and her and her cat Frodo go into the city, go into New York City. The hospice that she lives at is in probably like I think it's in New Jersey or someplace, New Jersey or Staten Island or something, and she comes into the city for just for one last time, so that she can go to a pizzeria that she used to go to when she was younger, and she figures like she ain't got much time left, so she comes to New York City just to go to this pizzeria. I mean, there's other stuff that happens too prior to that, in addition to that, but I'm not going to spoil all that. I want y'all to if y'all check it out, if y'all plan on watching this movie, I don't want to spoil the other stuff. Plus, I've already spoiled a little bit too much by telling y'all about her character a little bit too much. But anyway, so she's in New York City trying to go get a slice of pizza, and the alien librarians, it's the first day where the alien librarians attack Earth. So they land. She's like it's all like 9/11 style, because like when they fall and they hit the buildings and there's dust everywhere. It's like the news footage from when September 11th happened. Everybody was discombobulated. There's dust everywhere. Nobody knows what's going on. Like National Guard shows up, and National Guard gets wrecked. The cops get wrecked. Anybody who makes a sound gets wrecked. And and it's like, it's crazy, man, because it's like all this stuff is happening, and so now Sam, Lupita Nyong'o's character, she has to like try and survive in New York. I mean, like, she hasn't have much time to live, but she doesn't have much time left, but she figures, like, you know what, like I'm gonna die anyway, so I might as well get this pizza. Like, I'm gonna die, but I'm not gonna die until I get this slice of pizza. And her and Frodo are on this journey across New York to Harlem to go get this pizza. And along the way, she runs into some people. She runs into people and everything. And one of the people she runs into is I forgot his name. Joseph Quinn's character. He's like a law student in New York, and this guy is all kinds of shell shocked and everything. He's like suffering from anxiety and all that, and he decides to him and Lupita decide to team up to try and survive the alien librarians, because they're wrecking everything in sight. No matter how quiet people are, they just at first everyone's screaming and yelling, but then everybody learns quick. They learn quick. Day one, they didn't know, but day two, they learned that day. They learned that day. They got quiet real quick, And this is New York City, man, because it's like everybody. It's like a loud place. There's cars, there's taxis, like, walking here, stuff like that. But as soon as the alien librarians show up, they're like, they just ain't got nothing to say. They wise up real quick. Some people don't, and then some people don't wise up real quick, and they just, we're all gonna die, and people are just like, shut up, and then they just see, like, if I was in this world, bro, like, I would have to I'm not hanging out with nobody. Like, I'm a talkative person when I want to, but I'm also socially selective, which means if I was, in this world, bro, I'm not hanging out with nobody. Like, no kids, no traveling buddies. I know they say that you travel together, you travel further, but but if you travel alone, you get to where you need to get to faster. But you know what? And everybody has to get to these boats, right? Because there's evacuation parties, there's evacuation points on Manhattan and everything where they're at, and they have to get there within a certain amount of time, because those boats or evacuations points are gonna be leaving soon. And if I was in this situation, bro, I don't care. Look, listen. If you can't be quiet, I'm gonna tiptoe. I'm a big dude. I'm gonna tiptoe my big ass through that whole stuff. And I see them things, I'm just taking. I'm wearing Crocs. I'm gonna give me some Crocs. I'm getting rid of my shoes. Well, if I'm wearing dress shoes, I'm putting on some soft shoes, find some Crocs in my size if I can. I'm a big dude, so it's gonna be a challenge. If not, I'm just gonna be just tiptoeing. I'm gonna tiptoe my ass to that evacuation point, and no one's holding me back. At that point, this is where you gotta be selfish, man. Especially if I'm traveling by myself. If I'm with family, friends, I'll tell them to be quiet. But if they can't shut up, then I'm gonna leave their ass. I'm selfish like that. So anyway, they're trying to get to the evacuation point. Well, Joseph Quinn's character is trying to get to the evacuation point, and Lupita and Frodo, her cat, are just trying to get to this pizza. Well, the cat, I don't even know if the cat even wants the pizza. The cat doesn't even want the pizza. He's a cat. Do cats eat pizza? Anybody know if cats eat pizza? If you know if cats eat pizza or not, leave a comment down below, please. Someone please tell me and let me know if cats eat pizza. Or, they probably pick at the meat on the pizza, but I don't know if they eat the whole pizza itself. But so surviving in that environment, man. If I was stuck in a quiet place world, and I was in the middle of because I'm from I live in LA, so that happened in LA. I already know where I'm going. I'm going straight to not Catalina. Is it Catalina? Is it Catalina or Avalon? It's an island off the coast near Long Beach. It's that island near Long Beach. I think Clint Eastwood was the mayor of that place. But yeah, I'm going there because or better yet, if I was in that world, bro, I'm still in a boat. You know, like I'm getting on a boat because these things, I don't know if these things can swim or not. These things can't swim, like because they're very lean and have no they have no webbing, so they can't, and they have no swimming skills. Like so, like these things can't swim. All right, so I'm getting a boat and I'm going to like Catalina Island. Or it's a Catalina wine mixer. Wrong movie. But I'm going to Catalina Island. I'm going to Avalon, and or if there's no like aliens there. Before I dock on the docks and everything, I'll probably get like something loud, make a loud noise, get one of those like loud horns, hit the alarm on it, and then like if I hear or if I see those things run to the shore, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna just kick it on the boat. I'm gonna stay on the boat and everything. I can survive on a boat. Like I'll be okay. I know how to use a boat. I lived on a boat before. I was in the Navy, so I know how to survive on a boat. So if there's so until like the government or whoever it is figures out this whole alien librarian situation, I'm gonna be living on a boat. Tell me, what would you guys do if you were in the world of A Quiet Place? The world's under attack. Alien librarians are going around destroying everything. You can't wear shoes. You can't make no noise. No loud music. Like no dogs. Yeah. That's real. That's another thing I would do. No dogs. A cat. I'm not a cat person. But but I become a cat person real quick. I love dogs, but dogs make too much damn noise. They don't want to shut up. They see a threat, they immediately start barking. Like, I'm sorry, but Spot's got to go. Spot has to go. Like my friend, one of my friends has a dog. She's gone. Princess is going. I'm sorry, Princess, but you can't come with us. You don't get us all DED. So, yeah, traveling alone. No dogs, no people who can't keep it together. I'm stealing a boat. I'm taking a boat, or I'm gonna get on a boat on someone else's boat if they're allowing people on the boat. And no babies either. No babies. Forget them kids. Like Bree loves the kids, but if A Quiet Place happens and alien librarians attack, forget them kids. I'm not messing with them kids. No, because kids can't shut up. If y'all saw the first movie, y'all know what I'm talking about. Yeah, like that's not gonna happen to me because I'm not gonna have no kids around because kids don't know when to shut up. They they make noises at the wrong time and everything. Except for the kids in this movie. The kids in this movie were actually smarter. They wised up real quick. So overall, man, this movie. My only nitpick about this movie and the previous movies is the design of the killer alien librarians. It's because they kind of look like stick figures with sharp teeth, and I don't know if they have hands. I don't know if they have tentacles. I don't know what those things are. Like they walk on their knuckles. They have anteater hands. They have long limbs. Long limbs, like they have long arms and limbs that kind of look like Kevin Garnett, and they're dark and they have no eyes. They have teeth. They can't smell. They can't see, but they can hear. They can hear. Oh my God, bro! They can hear, bro. Any little noise, like a little small tear. You drop anything and they're on you like that. And the design of these creatures, it just looks like a stick figure, like a killer stick figure. These alien librarians look like killer stick figures. It's pretty much what they look like. And the design of the creatures kind of like it also kind of reminds me of like a half-assed xenomorph. Like these things look like no imagination besides their head, besides the heads. Because their heads are like, it's teeth, and then their heads open up, and then there's this big old ear-looking thing with this nasty-looking ear-looking thing. It's like earwax, and it has earwax and tendons, and it kind of looks like this, like kind of like this, but nastier and more like By the way, did y'all see any earwax in here? Did y'all see any earwax? I cleaned my ears today, but do y'all see any? No? Leave a comment. Leave a comment. Let me know so I can work on my ear health. I used Q-tips this morning. I've been cleaning out my ears, but just let me know so that way I can just update my. I'm gonna take a shower soon because like after the movies, I walked from from the movies back to the truck stop where I parked my truck at. So if you guys like, I already know I stink. Yeah, you ever get to that point where you can't smell yourself, but you can feel the funk? You can't smell the funk, but you know you're sweaty and you're sticky, and you don't smell yourself, but you know you stink. That's the situation I got going right now. But I'm gonna wrap this up soon so I can go take a shower and everything. But overall, like the critique of besides the stick figure aliens with the big ass ear heads and teeth, the way this movie is done, the whole series itself is like a masterpiece, man. I mean, who would have thought Jim from The Office could create a world that was just impressive like this, you know? And, you know, because, like, you got, like, I mean, the first two movies were amazing. It was like, you know, it's like the first one was kind of sad, and then the second one was just like the action and all the stuff that was going on in the movie was just, it just blew my mind. And then this movie right here is like, I would say this movie was like the design of the story world itself, like the special effects, how the filmmakers made New York look like quiet. They made it look quiet. They made it look abandoned and quiet. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure that most of it was done with using special effects. Using special effects or whatever. But you know, it just looks the way the story world is designed. The way the sound in the movie, or the lack of sound in the movie, because like beginning of the movie, everything's loud, everything's normal, and then as soon as the killer alien librarians show up, it gets quiet, and then like it gets that this movie has a way. These movies have a way of making you just tense up every time, even just the littlest sound made by a person or made by someone or something just makes you just cringe, like, oh, like, no, like, shut up. It makes you just want to say, so whoever's making the noise. Like at one point in the movie, this is kind of a spoiler, but at one point in the movie, somebody was making too much noise, and they were like, man, shut the fuck up, we're all gonna die, shut up. I'm just saying, man, I'm travel alone, man. You gotta travel alone, bro. If you can't keep it together, you can't be in Bree's party. You can't be in Heavy's party if you're gonna be making a bunch of noise and everything. And if you got a dog, leave that bitch at home. I'm just saying, like, I can't, yeah, like, but nah, man, the story world, the way they built this story world, it just, you know, despite the horrible designs of the alien librarians, like, it's perfect, man. Like, the storytelling, the plot, the way how they're traveling through New York, and the creative ways they use to distract the alien librarians from attacking them and everything. And also just like the story, the characters, like most horror movies and monster movies, I don't care about like the characters. I really don't. Like, I just want to see things get wrecked. Monster movie, I want to see destruction. I want to see things get blown up, like, you know, like King Kong beat his chest, Godzilla, you know, atomic breath and stuff like that. I want to see that. I don't care about this person's backstory, this man's divorce, that woman's, like, you know, failed career as an art teacher, and those kids is, like, you know, trying to like finish an art project for a science project or whatever, and that's a part of the backdrop. I don't care about that. I want to see monsters wreck stuff. But with this movie and another movie that came out last year, Godzilla minus one, or it was like -1. Yeah, Godzilla -1. That movie was awesome. It's one of the movies like that, like, make you care about the characters, you know? It's like, I mean, like the monster, because like the monsters are just monsters. They have no personality. There's no redeeming arc about them. They are just here to destroy stuff and wreck stuff. And with this movie, you feel for the characters. You know, you feel for Lupita's character. You feel for Joseph's character. You feel for Jamin Hussein. I hope I'm saying that right. Jamin Hussein, the guy who was in the second movie, he was also in Gladiator as the Black Gladiator guy in the Gladiator movie. You know what I'm talking about. He was also in Blood Diamonds too, and Amistad. Give us free, that guy. Just saying, like, this movie puts you in the shoes of these people. It shows you what they're dealing with, and it makes you care about them, and it makes you want to see them make it through. And you want to see them like get through this thing, because it puts you in that, like, what would I do if I was in that situation? That's why I'm like, bro, like I'm shutting the hell up, and I'm tiptoeing to whatever evacuation point. I'm tiptoeing to the nearest boat that I can get to, and because like I'm not trying to deal with all that, man. I'm not trying to deal with nobody. No one's gonna get me wrecked just because. But like, also, I need to get there as quickly as possible. I'm not sleeping at all, because like I snore, so I have to get to a boat. I have to be on a boat, because and I won't rest until I get to a boat. Okay, or I'm sleeping with like a scarf, so that way my snores are muffled. Because I snore when I sleep. I know I snore when I sleep. I gotta get me some breaths. I gotta get me some breathe right strips. So like like I have to sleep on a boat. I have to live on a boat, and so yeah. Like, but the story world is amazing. The cinematography, every shot in this movie, like it's just the little things, the subtle details in this movie, like the subtle details, like all right, here's a spoiler, but like it won't be a real spoil. It won't be a real spoiler, because you guys probably won't even catch it. You probably wouldn't have even caught it if I hadn't even mentioned it. But at one point in the movie, the characters are taking a break, and like there's a shot of them just sitting there, and then like right there, like in front of them, like sitting on a desk or something like that, there's a book, and the book says "Happiness Falls." And I'm like, bro, man, like, because the alien librarians fell from the sky, and when they fell from the sky, this lively city, lost all of its. I mean, it's a rough place, but like, happiness fell, because these aliens fell from the sky. When these aliens fell from the sky, the happiness fell. So it says happiness falls, and just seeing that. It's little things, it's little subtle details like that in movies that make you think, like, man, like what else did the filmmakers? What else were the filmmakers hiding in this movie? And like a lot of good directors, like Christopher Nolan, Steven Spielberg, Tarantino, Martin Scorsese. A lot of good directors. They have a way, little subtle Easter eggs that they'll plug into the movie, just to like so that way when you're watching the movie for the fifth time, you're like, hey, I didn't notice that before, because and it's always a thing like that I notice in movies, that like little trivias. Like sometimes I go on IMDb and I look up the trivias for movies and like, hey, did you know that this person was also in the movie? Or did you know that Jim Carrey was also Fireman Bill during the last scene of the movie? I'm like, wait, I didn't know that. It's like little details like that make me want to go back and watch them. Like, wait, what else did I miss? And then like, yeah, that's why I love movies, man. I love movies. I love going to the movies, and I love going to the movies. I love movies so much. I love going to the movies, man. The experience, the popcorn, the popcorn smell when it's cooked right. Always go early. I like to go during matinees. Matinees are when I like to go to the movies, because that's when there's nobody there. The theater's mostly empty, and the popcorn is fresh. Right there, there's nothing like fresh popcorn when you go to the movies, man. Like when the movies first open up, it's the best. But yeah, man, like I just love that whole experience. And I don't know about y'all, but like I like the previews. I used to hate previews before a movie. Like, there's so many previews. I love the previews. I like getting hyped for new movies that are coming out. Like there's this new movie called Nosferatu that's coming. I mean, I'm getting off topic right now. Like, so overall, my final verdict for this movie. So those of you who are familiar with the preview on the preset, I don't rate movies by stars or by numbers or points and everything. I rate movies four ways. You either going to like just stream this movie. That's the lower score is streaming the movie. The next score is renting this movie, which is like, you know what, rent this movie. Stream the movie means like, hey, this movie's not really worth a watch, but if you see it on stream and you get curious, you can watch it on stream. Just wait to watch it on Netflix or something like that. the next lowest score above that, the score above that is Rent It, which is like, if you miss this movie, just rent it. It's a good movie to rent. You know, like not really the best movie, but it's still decent. And if you want to rent it, go ahead and rent it. Okay, it's worth paying some money to see. It's worth paying money to see. Renting. Then there's the watch this movie. You have to watch this movie. Like if you missed it in theaters, then like watch it as soon as possible. Like I don't care if it's opening weekend or a few weeks down the line, you should go watch this movie. And then the top score, the score at the very top is go see it. That's the top score is go see it. So top score, go see it. Next score is watch this movie. Third score is rent this movie, and then the fourth score is like stream it. Because those are the only movies that I bother reviewing. I only bother reviewing movies worth watching, movies that are worth watching or checking out every now and then. You know. And this movie, who is this movie for? This movie is for people who like thrillers, don't mind a little bit of horror. You know, you don't really like horror, gore, and everything, which the movie doesn't have a lot of gore in it. It's mostly all just, it's thriller. It's suspenseful. It keeps you on the edge of your seat, or it keeps you going, oh yeah, like that. But it's not like all out gore and blood and just gratuitous violence. I mean, it's a pretty violent movie, but it's not like gratuitous violence, you know. And this movie's a thriller. It's suspenseful, and it also has a hint of drama. So if you like dramatic movies with a lot of thriller and a lot of suspense, this is a movie for you. And if you're just a movie person who loves going to the movies, then I would say I'll rate this movie as a go see it. This is definitely a go see it movie. Go see this movie while it's in theaters. This is a popcorn movie. This is a popcorn movie. Some movies are just worth, like, you know, you can stream it at home, press play, go to the bathroom, or have it on in the background and be like, whatever. A streaming movie. But this is not a streaming movie. This is not a movie that you just sit and just talk through, or, you know, you're just messing around and everything. No, this is a movie you got to sit here, you got to pay attention to it, you got to watch it, because this is a movie you got to go see. You got to go see it in theaters. The theaters were made for movies like this, man. The sound, the lack thereof of sound, the effects, the whole, it is meant to be seen on the big screen. This is a movie that's need to be seen on the big screen. This is a go see it movie. So to those of you who ain't got no plans for the weekend, like who got no plans, you've got no plans, you ain't doing nothing, anything, trying to get out of the house, trying to go like watch a movie, go watch this movie. Go watch this movie. And that's all I gotta say about that, man. It's just like, this is a movie you gotta go see. This is a movie worth watching. This is a movie worth going seeing. And, you know, yeah, man, that's all I gotta say, man. This is a go see it movie, man, because like, you'll love it. And if you're a person who loves thrillers, you're definitely gonna love it. And even if you don't, but you still like going to the movies, it's still a good movie. It's a popcorn movie. This is worth watching. Anyway, that's all the time I have right here on the Reset. I want to thank every single last one of you for watching this video, and also for, like, you know, for those of you who've been rocking with me for a long time. I want to thank all of y'all, all like 12 or 13 of y'all subscribers. I don't have a lot of subscribers at this moment. This is like my first preview video. This is the first preview video. This is history in the making, people. History in the making. This is the first preview video. This is the first preview video on my YouTube channel. Probably gonna put it on Instagram later once I set up my Instagram page. Instagram page is coming soon. I'll have more videos coming soon for you guys. Thank you all for watching, and also tune in next to watch the next video, which is the next preview video, which I'll be doing for, because spoiler alert, I saw two movies today. I didn't just see one, I saw two movies today, and the second preview will be coming up very soon. So after you get done watching this, go watch the next preview. All right, y'all. I'm gonna continue enjoying these beautiful sights out here in Salt Lake City. I'm gonna take me a shower because I stank. But thank you all for watching. Peace and blessings. Have a prosperous day.